Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've been doing a little bit of work on the boat. I still haven't, I haven't fully started on the logic. I'll be doing that this weekend. What I want to do today is test the crab pots. Still having a little bit of an issue with the listing of the boat, but that's alright. Not sure how I'm going to address that just yet. I guess we're gonna go here. So what I do is this. Here, we can put this in here, and then press 2. Turn the map zoom to say 2, and then what I can do is I can go custom map, and that will zoom in over where that is. That's cool. It wasn't working for me on, I did try to do this before, but I realized what I did. I think I had my XY crossed. So then we can see where we want to go. That's where we're going to go fishing at. So we'll turn the autopilot on. Yes, it has autopilot. Like I say, I was just getting this set up here. And 0.3, let's get going. So I have our linear speed and our depth, which is supposed to be it needs to have electricity. Oh, I gotta do that one more time. All right. Yeah, so just be kind of working, just plugging away. Like I say, as I add the logic and stuff, like basically what I'm going to be doing is turning all these dials into a digital screen, and then I'll probably add a touch screen for some of this as well. All right, still got that. That can be one. There we go. That can be a 1. It just comes right out of the water. Just lurches. Yeah, so this is what we got so far. I might end up having to put a stabilizer in it actually with the issues that I'm having, right? These long skinny ships, since they changed buoyancy, these long skinny ships don't work well anymore. Like, you used to be able to do this and it wouldn't be too bad trying to balance it, but now for me anyways, I have a heck of a time trying to balance these ships. And I put these fins on it hoping they would work. They didn't really do too much, so maybe I need to add more fins, and that might help it be more stable in the water. I'll definitely try, and I'll add them down by the rib here instead of out on the sides here. But yeah, we're close. We're like within a couple of blocks or something, right? It's either that or I choose to make the ship wider, which I could do. I could make it probably 4 more blocks, so 2 on either side. That would be like my maximum width for a ship like this. Right, you see how we're sort of on the side? You know, it's not bad. It's close, right? It's close. Yeah, so what I want to do today is I just want to launch the crab pods, get them down there onto the ocean floor, and then I just want to see about picking one of them back up and trying to pack it on to the ship. So that's what we'll be doing. Yeah. So it's good. Let's see, what's our speed here? 38. Not bad. 37 kilometers an hour. That's pretty good, actually. Right, it's going up and down because of the RPS, and that's going up and down because of the RPS. I mean, we can crank that up. I think I had it at, was that 40? But then there you see it wants to jump out of the water. So that is probably, what do we got there? 30. That's probably our top speed. 70 kilometers an hour. I say that's pretty good. That's pretty good for a ship. A crab ship. You know, I'm just throwing that out there that, oh yeah, look, it just sucks fuel down too. You wouldn't be cruising at this speed, obviously. I imagine we'll overheat. We'll overheat at some point. And then at 25, yeah, it's not bad. You know, 50 kilometers an hour is pretty good. What I need to do also is I need to adjust. See how the engines are cranking and that I need to adjust that number down. I think I have it set to 1, and I'll need to adjust it back to half. It's just too much. For these engines, for the big engines, right? All right, so where are we here? We are in about 15 meters of water. Let's see if we can get just a little bit deeper here. Do some crabbing. Oh, it's getting shallower. Where was I last time? I was just off. I was just over here. So that's probably what we'll do. Sit right here. And I can crank this back to like 15. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good speed. 25 kilometers an hour, you know. Nice and stable. If I was trolling, like fishing, trawling, that's probably what I would do. All right, so let's get this to, let's get our clutch to 0. Okay, then we'll go down and let's see about launching a couple of these pods. So what I did is I added lights. I put lights on them. So I think we'll grab from this side here. Unlock. And we need to... Actually, you know, now that I think about it, I don't even know if I have enough equipment. I don't think I have enough equipment, actually. Enough ropes. For all of this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, I don't have enough ropes. That's all right. Okay, and then we want to release that. And we crawl in here and release that. So then... Press 5. Yeah, we'll go on this side here with this one here. The launching is really, I really like that. Can do that. All right, so that's how it's going to sit in the water. And then, like I say, you know, it's probably cold. I'll obviously need to put heaters on this and survival suits and stuff. But then what we want to do is we want to send it down, which I haven't labeled. I got to go through and I got to label all these. We'll turn the light on. And then that. Okay, perfect. And then what we'll do is we'll launch one on the other side. Here, let me, I'm going to turn off this as well. Okay, so all right. Where are we here? That is going to attach attach to this one here. And then I'll need to attach this winch to there. And we'll just do that. We'll send it out. All right. Nope, we want to go that way. There we go. Shoe in the water. All right. Same thing, we gotta dive down, and was it this one here? That one. Turn the light on. We'll see how long they can stay out. Obviously they can't stay out forever. Once the winch stops, they should be pretty stable actually. Once the winch stops. All right, so we'll lock that. We'll lock that. Cool. Oh, well, not bad actually. We stayed reasonably stable, which is good. Okay, so then we just move on. Move on a little deeper. They do have keep active blocks. All of them have keep active blocks on them, so they shouldn't despawn. I mean, obviously, you would want to stay, just in case, you would want to stay in the area, just in case. All right, so let's see here. May as well pick from the same. May as well keep picking from the same pile. And then let's see, this should be released there, and that should release that one there. Cool. Then we just come up like that. Very easy, sort of. Very easy to launch. Very easy. It's not going to be easy getting them back in there, but that'll be the next video. All right, and then same thing. We'll just jump in here. Should have an oxygen with me. All right. Oh, and then I want to disconnect this. Nice. Oh, looks like I missed a couple of those. So what we can do now that it's starting to get dark, I also have spotlights, which will light up the whole deck, which is perfect. All right. Take that, attach that to this one here. It's good to know that they'll release. That. There we go. This is me playing around, and I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I really am. For me, this is more fun. This is, let's see. If I could compare this to something, the trucking with the containers, I was having so much fun, and I was really, really sad. I was, when the game broke, and I wasn't able to do that anymore in my classic career. So I am going to put out a couple of videos here where I just do some trucking in the game, because I really was having so much fun with that. So I really hope that they fix it, that they solve that issue. You know, because I like to play. I like to play the game, obviously, as you can see. I like to play the game, and playing around with all the parts, right? It's fun. For me, this is fun. Okay, so that's good. And we get this back in place. All right. Look at that. Where's that? Stable. Here, we'll come around this way. Try and stay at a reasonable depth here. I don't want to go too deep. All right, let's launch 2 more. And then once they're all launched, really, it's just a matter of collecting them. All right. Let's see. Connect you to there. And then all right. Dump that. Dump that. Oh. Now, I mean, if a storm blew in, we obviously couldn't do this if a storm blew in. It would blow these buoys. That's the only flaw with this system. If a storm comes in or whatever, it's gonna drag the crab pots. Who knows where, right? So I did consider potentially putting a magnet on the actual crab pots themselves, but then I don't know how that would work with the battery. So I'll end up having to. I should do I may have to put some solar panels on it or something like that, just to recharge it or something, right? There's obviously more thought, you know. There's could always be something else, which is you know, what I really like about this game is that it's there's always, you know, you can't quite get everything. But with the 40-meter leads, so long as they don't get blown too deep, honestly, it should be all right. So here we got this here, and let me see there. All right, that releases the crab pod, and that releases that. All right. I'm gonna come this way. So cool. So cool. I'm having so much fun with this right now. You know, I thought going to the moon and all that was fun, setting up the moon base, even though that was a big pain. But this is fun. You know, like for Stormworks, this, yeah. All right, I'm a kid again. What can I say? All right, that's going down. Okay. It does take a while to get them out. But once they're out, then all we have to do is just travel around and pick them up. We can just scoop them up one by one. They have keep active blocks on them. So if I leave the area and I go somewhere else and come back, they hopefully shouldn't despawn, right? I'm not saying that they will, that they won't, but that's the idea of the keep active blocks. So they should just continuously fill up, and yeah. What do we got out there? 6. All right, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to double back, and we'll get the other 6 out. Yeah, shouldn't be quick turnaround here. Yeah, so all I really did is I painted it this morning. Kind of put the lights on it. You know, just slowly sort of just thinking about what else I could add to, you know. Now it's time to do the inside, which I don't really have that. I'm not that great at doing the inside, but now it's time to do the inside of it. All right, where are we here? We are 19 meters. It looks like we're coming in deep. Shallow waters. I could have just done a line. I hadn't thought about that. I could have just done a line. Maybe that's what I'll do here. I'll come back and I'll get close to that one, and then we'll shoot the other way. And then that way it'll make it easier for picking them up and deploying them. And then all we need to do is just grab one at a time with the crane and put them on board. This is cool. This is cool. this way. Alrighty. Stop here. Tons of fuel, tons of fuel. Okay, so unlock that. Come down. What do I have left for ropes? 5. Oh, and then there's a couple of ropes over here too. I can probably, yeah, there's some ropes over here. So, attach that to you. And we'll grab another rope from here. And that'll go from here to the crab pod. And then we'll launch the pod. And we'll launch that. They're a little sticky in there. A little sticky. All right. Let's see. So, this one here. Yeah, the battery runs down. Let's go. Let's, I wonder if I could, oh, that's a bit far. I don't want to swim back over there. We'll check the battery when I go and pick it up. There is a cable connection on the crab pot itself. I guess I can always, when I lift the buoy up, I can always connect, I can disconnect the crab pot and I can connect the cable to it and then we can recharge the buoy. Ooh, that's exciting. So, I mean, you know, there's, maybe what I'll do is I'll put a cable connection on the top of the buoy, actually. Yes, that's what I need to do. I'll put that on my list here. Cable on top. Buoy, there we go. And then that way, I can lift it out of the water and then I can recharge the buoy itself, the battery in the buoy. Like I say, once the winch goes out, though, and the pod is just sitting on the bottom of the floor, it really won't use that much battery. The light uses a little bit of battery, but they actually the batteries are quite stable. I'm really impressed. It's a few things I'm really impressed about with the game. You know, like in some areas it's like, yeah. In other areas it's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's, you know, I like that. That's good. That's decent for the players, right? Okay, so get that down. Get this down. Wow, we've been launching pods all night long. The sun is coming up on us here. There's the sun. It's coming up on us. All right. All right, I'll turn the spotlights off now that the sun is coming up. Ooh, that sure makes it dark. Even in the early morning, that sure makes it dark on board. All right. away we go to launch some more. Bye-bye. Just a big line. Kilometer long. See him there. I might put map blocks on them as well and just label them, right? 1 through 6. I don't know how many I got. 1 through 10, whatever I got there. Okay. Final 4. Let's see here. Yeah, they have to keep active blocks on them so they don't despawn. Because they could. I know they fixed that. There was issues with vehicles randomly despawning. I know they did something, but it's still good to have it on there just in case. Now, if it does happen, you can complain about it. You can say, well, I put the keep active block on her, then it still disappeared, right? You give yourself some fodder there. Oh, I'm a bad person, I know. All right. And I was gonna paint these yellow or whatever, orange. Just they're already all over the ship, so I don't know if I'll be able to paint them. It would be such a chore to do that now. All right. Yeah, here we go. All right. Oh, we just got 2 ropes left. Oh, that's good. Just came right down to the wire. All right, so this one here is going to be attached to this one here, and then we'll grab another rope from here. Take that to there. Release the pod. Release the floater. All right, the game just started to slow down. There we go. All right. There we go. Light on, detach that. And like I say, we don't necessarily have to send them all out. A couple of them could stay on the ship as spares or like whatever. Let's say they run out of electricity. That I don't know, but that's pretty much what I'm doing now. I'm in the testing phase. You could say. This is we're testing, right? We're testing to see how these things actually work. If they work, I'm actually kind of happy that they have worked so far. Oh boy. He's gonna get me in trouble, he is. Subsonic, you're gonna get me in trouble! My fans! Alright. yeah, look, they're just sitting there on the floor. That's perfect, right? And then what do I got? 2 more? All right, we'll just move a little bit, and then I'll launch the last 2. Could probably launch them there, actually. There we go. I know I was debating on putting radio frequencies on these things so I could tell when each one is full, but I'm like, you know what? With this many, honestly, it doesn't really matter. Like, you check them. If they're empty, you just throw them back, so to speak. That's the game, right? We're out here just playing around. Cool. Okay, so we'll get this here, and then this there, and then we need one more, the last rope. Oh, look at that, just enough. One more rope, which I can grab from here for there. Ah, cool. It's always good when things work out. Alrighty. It's gonna say you have too many. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, this is cool. Alrighty. All the lights are on. The game is slowing down. Oh boy. Alright, so we'll come up a little bit here. You can tell. It's just like too much. It's too much. It's too much for this little game. It's too much for this little game. Aw, it's too much for this little game to handle. Alright, so actually it's too much for this little game. Let's see, so then we need this here, and this, and release you. And release you. It says, whoa, I gotta process physics for all these objects? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Alright, we can come all the way around. That's what I like about this thing. It's got the reach. Alright, well that is every single one deployed successfully. Just like that. Now, here, let's see what my frame rate is. 49, 50 frame FPS. That seems to be the Stormworks standard for me. 50 frames per second seems to be the standard. If I'm not recording, I can get 200. No problem. When I start recording, I usually get down to about 150. And then as soon as I start to play the game and I start doing stuff like this, the frame rate just, it says, nah, I've had enough. So, I don't know what to say. All right. Okay, well, that is that. Let me pack the crane up here. And we'll find out next week. I'm going to get some more RAM, and we'll find out next week if that's the case. And then I'm just going to have to be brutally honest, I think, about Stormworks and its lack of performance. Well, with my millions of, come on, I mean, millions of particles? Come on. Okay, perfect. So now we can go, I don't know. So those are out and they're filling up. Let's do this. Let's cruise out. Let's go to half. And what I want to do is I want to turn around. Oh yeah, look at this. So if we set Alt R, look at now my frame rate was at 59. Yeah. Oh boy. But it's telling me it's only using 15% of my GPU. So I just don't get it. So we're going to turn around and we're going to go back to the beginning of the line and we'll just start checking pods and see, we'll see what's up. It'll be a slow turn. The other thing I need to add on here is some thrusters or whatever you call them, the thrusters on the front, and that's going to help steer and that sort of stuff. One on the rear and one on the front. Because as you can see, it's it does take a little bit to turn around. I could probably slow down here even. Wow, Stormworks is just... Oh, I'm only doing 15, that's right. I'm only doing 15. Yeah, we'll go back to the beginning, and I'll turn around, and we'll just start checking pots. See what we got. I'd like to at least pull one up and see how the rest of this system is going to work, if I can actually unload the pot and that kind of stuff. I think I should be able to. I should be able to do it all. Connecting it to the crane, lifting it out of the water, and then I can connect the pot here, and I should be able to slide it around without too much of an issue. I'll just have to disconnect it from the buoy, that's all. But I can leave the buoy connected to the crane. Yeah. If I can ever get turned around. And this is where having those thrusters on the front, on the nose will help, because I'll be able to pull, I'll be able to do real sharp turns. Wow, maybe I should just go around the island. I don't even know if I can make this turn. No, I'll have to go around the island to make this turn. That's hilarious. All right. I'm really surprised how it slowed down. Once I had have more than 4 of those sitting in the water, it really started to slow down. But I noticed you know what I could try and do? If we go to settings, and I have my physics detail set to high. So if I have it, look, everything is set to potato. The game is literally set to potato, and I have the recommended system settings. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM instead of 32. So I thought maybe if I get more RAM, that'll help speed the game up. But I just don't understand why I'm only getting 40 frames per second, right? It should be giving me, the GPU utilization is at 10%, 20%. I should be at 50, 60, 70%. You know what I mean? Like, it should be sucking down all the GPU it can, all that. Get it good. But like I say, I didn't develop this game, so, you know, it was their first game. There's a lot in here. There's a lot of things that conflict. So it is what it is, right? I think we're doing 50. You remember how fast? So in the beginning of the video, you'll see how fast we were going at 50 when the boat was packed up. We were going pretty fast and things were normal. And now you see how fast we're going now that everything's in the water and we're doing 50 kilometers an hour. It's not the same. It's definitely not the same. Yeah, so performance-wise, it's telling me I'm getting 34 frames per second. It's just, you know. But look at my idle, I got 30 megabytes of idle logic, physics, and ocean. And look at the pre-frame. So anyways, that's pretty much what it is. It's trying to handle the physics of everything in the water. If I benchmark it, it tells me I can run the game pretty well on Ultra. And there really isn't much of a difference if I turn everything up. Maybe I'll do that right now, actually. Let's see. Here, I'll get turned around here, and then we'll turn everything up, and we'll see how it is in Ultra. You know, I admit, once I get more RAM, it probably will handle a little bit better as well on my end, for sure. But this is just kind of, you know. Okay, so we're slowing down here. We're slowing down. Let's go to 0.5, and we'll come up to these other, these two pods here. See if I can go right in between them. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Wow, it's going slow. Why is it going so slow? Gee whiz. And all my settings are in potato. They're in the lowest possible settings. This is horrible. All right, so we can get up beside it. We can get up beside it, and I'll just have a look in the water here, and we'll see. The great thing about the buoy is it floats. So I mean, I can easily just fish it, right? Here, we'll crank that down to let's set that down to 10. We're just kind of sitting here idle. Doors open up okay. If I got rid of the ocean foam, I don't see why I need to, but all right, let's get rid of the ocean foam. Let's see if that helps. Ocean foam, let's get rid of that, and let's get rid of the vehicle foam. And we'll save that. There, look at my settings. Disabled, low, low. Monitor quality is medium. Everything is low. Did I gain a boost in my frame rate? No, I didn't gain... Oh yeah, gain 10 frames per second. So then, if we put this as enabled, and let's just turn this up to high. I could probably do high. There we go. See? Same frame rate. Same frame rate. Did I get the ocean foam? Here, that. So what did that tell you, right? It tells you that it's not. It isn't us. It isn't us. It's actually Stormworks. It's actually Stormworks performing bad. Whatever. We all know that. We all know that. I guess I need a. Oh wow! It is really. Maybe I can't handle it. I'm also streaming right in the background too, so. Yeah, I can't handle that. That's hilarious. So that's why I put it on potato. Potato. Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. There we go. Still, that's a bit faster. Okay, that's good. And then we still get all the lighting, like we get shadows and that kind of stuff. That's cool. Should be able to handle it. Do I have an oxygen? I don't actually have an oxygen mask here. So essentially we would have to pull these up. I'm sure they've got crabs in them. Oh yeah, they've already got crabs in them. Whoa, let's get to the surface. All right. Yeah, just for the streams, what I've been trying to do was just lower the quality a little bit. Try and get, let's see here. We'll disable shadows. It's an issue somewhere. Yeah, that sped it up a little bit. All right. So we'll unlock that. And then I just want to see, we'll grab this pod here. Grab this one here. Basically, we'll do that. And then I'm going to grab a rope. We'll come up here. I'll just dive off the side. Oh. There we go. And then I can grab them here and just do that. Perfect. Slowly swim back to the boat. One frame at a time. All right. So, and then we can just come up like this. Which is cool. I made it so it can slide all the way back. And then that way I could just grab the... let's see. Do that and that. There we go. And now the crab pod should just come right up to the surface here. Oh, it's getting dark. It's getting dark again. Here, I'll go turn the lights on. See what that does. See what that does. All right. Slowly. Slowly. Jeepers. I'm going to have to edit that. It's a good thing this is not for kids. Is it coming up? Is it coming up? Yeah, I think it is. I guess I'll have to turn up the speed on these winches too. There it is. Slowly coming up to the surface. There it is. So if this one has this many crabs in it, the first one that we laid out is gonna have, should have quite a few in it as well. That's cool. All right, so I'll put that down. Also, winch speed. That needs to change. It's definitely slow. So it is at this point. This is what I was curious about as part of the test. So we're up in here. I wonder. Let me see. We'll turn that down to low. That seemed to help. I can always turn particle effects to reduced. And that's pretty. We'll turn ocean reflections off. All right. Is that as far as it's gonna go? There we go. Now it's going a bit faster. Hey, the game just sped up a little bit. That's so funny. So now what I need to do is I need to extend this here, and we need to get over to that side. We need to get over to this side here. Yeah, and this is going to need to be sort of slowed down just a little bit. Come on. There we go. I might not even need this other. Oh, I can't. That's right. That's up higher. So then I would just grab this and connect it to. Oh, that's right. I was going to use the cable so I could use the button. We could just do that and connect it there like that. Except there aren't any controls. Oh, that's brilliant. There aren't any controls. I thought yeah, thank you. So then what I have to do, I can't connect it to here. I'll have to, or did I wire it up? Did I wire it up? I did. Winch up. All right, and then if I let the winch out a little bit on this side here, a couple meters or something like that, it's probably all we need. And that's going to help get this thing over. Yeah, there. Now you see that we're over top of the... So I'm definitely going to need to speed up the winches a little bit here. So that's what I'll be doing later on. Cool. Well, that's good to know. It just rests just like that, and then it's plugged in. So I can press the button. Oops. Let's come around this side here. I can't step on that because it's raised. Oh, did he roll off onto the... Oh, they come out that side. Oh, I see. I see. That's the problem. They come out the top. Right. So I should have rolled it over and then done that. Okay, well that's good to know. Look at that, just like that. And then I can just deploy it. It's good to know this lock is working as well. It's good to know. All right, so then just like that. Whoops. Be careful, don't smash the ship to smithereens here. 4. All right, well. Then we need to send this back out. And yeah, there we go. Cool. Well, that is going to do it for today's video. That was awesome. I'm having a lot of fun. I don't know why it's... So, the flaw with this is once you have all these deployed, the game slows right down to molasses. Oh, is that 2 of them? Oh, look at that. The light already went out on one of them, or it's too far to see. Oh, I forgot to turn the light on that one, I think. That one over there. Yeah, because I noticed that. As soon as I put a bunch of these out, the game just slowed right down. So, can't say I'm particularly excited about that. All right. All right. Then of course I would grab the other one. I'm actually going to save it here, and while I'm out, I like to get in the captain's seat when I save the game. Yeah, I did notice a huge slowdown in the game. A huge slowdown. Once I deployed these things into the water. So, I don't know. Like I say, I kind of got mixed. Maybe it's just too many, you know? Maybe what I'll have to do is reduce the amount and maybe increase the size. So maybe I'll have like 3 or 4 pots. Well, you know, together. I don't know. I kind of like it, I guess. It doesn't really, I mean, it doesn't, if I'm a single player, it doesn't really bother me that much. Like I say, when I'm not streaming or nothing, it should be all right. As you can tell, I am a little bit bothered. I am bothered by that. Yeah, all right, well, that's going to do it for today's video. We successfully launched the crab pods, and we are able to successfully retrieve them and get them onto the ship, and we are able to empty them out onto the ship. Like I say, the only issue is once I have a lot of them out, and it could even be the physics of the rope. You see the rope's kind of, well, I have no idea what's going on out there. Look at all that rope. That's what's slowing down the game. That's what's slowing down the game. It's that stuff there. I mean, what is the rope doing? Look at it. So the game is spending all this time processing the physics for these ropes. Like, look what they're doing. And this is what I'm saying. Like, yeah. If they could give us fixed lengths, we wouldn't have this issue with all this extra rope in the water, dangling around, slowing down the game. We could just choose a length. And that's it, you know, and I guess. Maybe we would have the same problem. I'm not sure. All right. That is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will definitely continue to work on this and see what the issue is. Maybe I can give this save to them and they can take a look at it and see what is causing all this lag. But that's going to do it. Thank you so much. I'll see you later.